gets ready to meet leather. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Mechie, the man in motion. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Stroud to throw it. Right side complete. That's Woods. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Stroud looking to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Now he's loose at the 40. Joe Mixon.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon.
73 yards.
And the Texans are able to move back in front.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. This will be caught once again by Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins.
Now 2nd and 5.
In motion, the tight end. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw once more.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Caught by Woods.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here goes Stroud again. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they can't bring him down. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got this down to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll drop it off to P-Ryan, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now here's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Stroud looking to throw. That's into the hands of Woods.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Now Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns. Yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's Stroud.
Dumps it off to Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Stroud now to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
from 8 yards out.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Stroud and the Texans
Down by 12. A minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Stroud. Finding Schultz.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Here's second down. Now Stroud.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So first and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.